Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country 3. This is going to be part 2. Last time we actually got started with this game, did a little bit of introduction, shown off how all of the mechanics in this game work. Most of all the new ones, because the old ones we already know. I'm going to assume you've also watched Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 projects before watching this one. But anyway, let's continue, because as you can see, there's an island in the middle here, on this World 1. And it's called Barnacle's Island. Oh, it's another bear. Hello there, how's it going, Kongs? Barnacle's me name, and I've set up home here to build my shell collection. This bird is a friendly fellow, isn't he? He flew in once, so I decided to keep him. Okay, apparently we get directed out of the house automatically, therefore saying we can't do anything yet. However, he did say 2 interesting things, namely banana bird and shell collection. This banana bird we can already get, so let's get in here first. Whenever you're busy on the overworld, look for suspicious spots like this. Because these actually always house these crystal caves where you can get some banana birds. Okay, this was a 5-button sequence, therefore not too hard. Can already give away, the further you get in this game, the longer the sequences actually become. So make sure your memory is in top shape whenever you're playing this. Otherwise it might get tricky. But okay, that house we're going to return to later. Because the other thing he actually mentioned, shell collection, is something we're going to keep in mind. And move on with Tidal Trouble, where we're going to get a coin immediately. No, let's do it the other way around then. Apparently Kiddy's not able to get up there. Stupid edge. Get up here. Okay, the steel keg is pretty obvious up there. So, easy hero coin. Or DK coin. I know, it's officially a DK coin in this game. No longer a hero coin. It's actually only the name in the second game for them. But just like in the first level, the first boardwalk level, as you can see, this one is actually a combined above water and in the water level. Only this one is actually going to make use of the water a little bit more, as you can see. There's a lot more places where we're entering the water this time around. And you know what that means. Water in a Kong game. That means on guard. Our fishy friends. Actually the only animal body that is in all 3 Donkey Kong Country games with the same function. Because I know officially Squawks is also in all 3 games. But Squawks actually changes function from 1 to 2. So he's technically not really the same animal body, I think. But on guard is. Let's go do a bonus with him. Officially you don't have to, because as you can see, this part you can easily also do without him. But might as well. Using the animal bodies is always fun in Donkey Kong Country games, of course. Okay, these guys you actually need to be careful for, because as you can see they're spiky. They do have a soft inside, so if you decide to go for them, make sure they are opened up, because otherwise they will hurt you. Okay, and the no animal body signs also return, of course. Whenever the game gives you animal bodies, you're not allowed to take them everywhere. At some point the game says, okay, enough. The Kong's turns again. the Kong's turn again. Okay, this one looks tricky to get. Jumping out of the water. Tricky does not mean impossible. You're going to need plenty of them, because in the first part we already met up with Bazaar's general store, who actually sells a shell. Remember, shell collection. Connecting the dots here. But we do need to be able to buy them. For that we actually need these bear coins. So collect plenty of them. Especially in the beginning of the game. Okay, this guy we're actually going to want to defeat. These guys are actually called booty birds. They actually always have an item inside of them once you defeat them. Okay, and now let's go bouncing. As you can see by the banana trails, it's actually required in order to get up here. For the second bonus of this stage. And I must add to that, the first thing that comes to mind is oops. And also, I don't care, because we immediately spawn at the bonus barrel again, so we can immediately try again. Okay, let's jump a little bit more carefully this time. Okay, there we go. What I was trying to say is every single stage in this game actually has 2 bonuses, unlike in Donkey Kong Country. I apparently have something with this bonus. Okay, next attempt in trying to finish that story. Every single stage in this game actually always has 2 bonuses. So unlike in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 3, where there was actually sort of a random amount of bonuses in levels, in this game it is actually simplified a little. Every single stage, no matter what, always has 2 bonuses to find. There's a slight exception later in the game for that rule, but I'll not be explaining that quite yet, because spoiler alerts. But okay, I do see that crack in the boardwalk here, so bam. Oh, it's just for 1-up. Also nice to have. I'm not saying it's not nice to have a 1-up, but still. I was expecting a little bit more. Being able to enter the water there and find some banana trails or stuff like that. But let's go to Skidda's Row. Okay, kind of random to actually have a sudden snow stage here. But remember, snow and ice, you know what that means in a platformer. Sliding around. So make sure you don't trip up on the physics here. Because this is slidey business. Not just us, also the Kremlings, as you can see. But okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is also immediately the gimmick for this stage. Just enemies and yourself that actually slip around here. There's nothing too special about this stage. The only thing that is truly special about this stage is that this snow stage comes out of nowhere. We were just at the lake. That didn't really feel like it was very cold. And all of a sudden, bam, snow. It does suit the winter we're in. Okay, me and bonuses. Is that really going to be a thing in this game? I have not died a single time yet in this project, and yet I failed every single bonus so far, it feels like. Okay. Whenever rolling around in order to defeat enemies, do make sure you actually are in rolling animation the moment you touch them, because otherwise this happens. Let's see if his rolling works a little bit better. Okay, there we go. That was what I was trying to do. I know it's a little bit safer to actually jump on them, but because of the sliding mechanics of the snow here, it's actually a lot more fun to roll into them. Normally I don't have any trouble with that, but apparently today I do. Okay, really? That easy? It's still the first world after all, so don't get your hopes up that coin is always going to be this easy. Eventually they will come up with a couple of tricky puzzles in order to get to him. Just don't expect them in this first world yet. The game is way too easy at this point still. And it also comes to finding the bonuses, because finding coin and solving his puzzle is not the only thing that's going to get trickier. The bonuses are also going to be better hidden later in the game. But for now they're usually still in plain sight, so you can't really miss them. The only tricky thing about the bonuses is that I am apparently not able to do a single one of them first try. But once again, second try, and we did it. Oh, there's 1-up above that guy. Did not remember that, but apparently there is. But okay, like I said, always 2 bonuses in every single stage, and I can already count 2. And we already got the hero coin or DK coin, and that means we're done. That's always one of the plus sides of this game, I feel. I really appreciate the fact that there's always 2 bonuses in the regular stages in this game. So it's pretty easy to actually know when you're done. That said, next level, so 2 more bonuses to get. Murky Mill. And no, there's nothing wrong with the lighting of the video. It's actually supposed to be dark in here. And we'll find out now. Here is Ellie again, as you can see. Oh, I tried to be fancy. But anyway, here we have Ellie again, like I was trying to say. And she is, of course, an elephant. And you know what the gist is with elephants. They are afraid of rats and mice. Yes, that is going to be the gimmick for this stage. As you can see, Ellie's not afraid in the dark. Basically can say she cannot see all the rats and mice in here. But when they are in the light, she can see them, and she's actually scared for them. And when she gets scared, you actually have no control over Ellie anymore, and she runs away automatically. You cannot jump anymore, you cannot control her anymore. And therefore say, you cannot get past the light. Well, get over here. Tries to roll. Okay, interesting. I didn't know it worked like that. Normally, if you start sucking in, you're able to suck in these barrels, but once they're already moving, they don't get sucked in, they simply stop rolling. Interesting. Stopping in place. I don't think there's a practical use for that, but still, it's interesting to see. Never really realized it worked like that. Okay, this guy steps out of the light for a moment, so we use that time in order to get rid of him. Okay, this looks suspicious. The buzzer over a hatch. Of course, that is a bonus. Okay, for this one we actually need the barrel in order to get rid of the buzzers here that fly in a circle above us. You can throw barrels upwards, like with Kongs, whenever carrying them with Ellie. Only in this case it's apparently not necessary because we can reach them when jumping. But you can also throw barrels and kegs upward if you need to do that. In fact, it's even necessary right now because, as you can see, coin is here. And just throwing it normally is not going to get it over this ledge over here. Oh, oops. Also, don't touch coin from the front. Throw it upward so it rolls slowly. Oh, let's not suck it in. Whenever barrels and kegs are rolling, sucking with Ellie actually trips up their mechanics a little bit, as you can see. Not recommended to do. Looks funny, but not very practical. Okay, the red buzzer's actually invincible, so need to dodge these guys. Kinda like the red zingers from Donkey Kong Country 2. That function is the same. It's a different kind of bee, but it works exactly the same. Okay, let's make sure we don't hit these guys. Ow! Also make sure they don't hit us. But unfortunately we do need the barrel here. Because you might have seen the red in the light there. And Ellie is afraid to get past that, so bam! Okay, here we see a Y, so the game is actually trying to teach us that we can suck in these barrels. Of course, we already knew that. Okay, there's something up here. Invisible barrel to shoot us upward. And it leads to the final secret of this level. The second bonus, and therefore the final one. Let's make sure we do this one first try. Previous one I did, but that might be a coincidence. I need to still prove that I'm actually able to play this game, even in the bonuses. There we go. Okay, now I'm getting the hang of the bonuses, it seems. 2 in a row, first try. I knew I could play this game. Okay, make sure to dodge this guy, because of course it's invincible, so hitting him with a barrel won't do anything. Oh, what the hell? What the hell was that? I jumped on top of that guy. Okay, that I got scared because of the light actually swinging my direction. That I can understand, but still. I still landed on top of that red, so it should have counted as him dying and not me. But okay, we learn new stuff every day. Apparently the mechanics of Ellie getting scared also don't allow you to jump on enemies anymore. That apparently also gets cancelled out. But still, we got it in the end. That is what matters. Let's move on to Swanky's Sideshow. Sounds like something new, and that is because it is. Remember Swanky Kong from Donkey Kong Country 2? How he did the quizzes there, with his funny questions and even funnier answers. Unfortunately, he got downgraded a little bit. Well, would you believe it? Hello Kiddy, welcome along to my all new bonus tent. My show's on the road and it's in every land. The cost of this game, 2 coins. There are some great prizes to offer today, so come on in and choose to play. The text goes too fast. Why does the text go so fast in this game? But anyway, the picture is clear. There is a mini game here. This minigame actually consists out of 3 different versions. I'll of course be covering all of them once we go through the worlds. Head to head, race to 25 and endurance. Let's get started with the first one. Because there's no quiz this time. Like I said, he got downgraded a little bit. It's just a simple minigame this time around. But you do get a chance to play them in 3 different forms. I think endurance is the most fun one, but I'll show off all 3 of them. So let's get started with head to head. So, you've reached the bonus game then, have you? As you can see, Cranky gets flown in order to be our opponent. And this is actually how the minigame works. As you can see, we can move from left to right, and we actually need to hit these Kremlings, the targets they're holding, with some balls. Press B in order to throw the ball. And the goal is to actually beat Cranky here. And how do you beat him? As you can see, there's a little bit of a red ball on the right of the screen. Every time we hit the target, it actually moves up. And if he hits a target, it moves down a little bit. And we need to actually reach the end of the minigame. Therefore saying reach one of our 2 phases in order to declare a winner. That is the head-to-head version. And once you win, you actually receive a lot of prizes. Bananas, bear coins. All stuff you can expect to win, you might say. There's no collectibles to get from these minigames, so you can actually skip them if you're just interested in 100%. You don't get any bonus coins or banana birds out of these. It's just for the simple prizes like bananas and bear coins. Still pretty fun to do. Unfortunately, it's not as fun as the quiz was in DKC 2. But one thing that does return, of course, is bosses. Belcha's barn is going to be the first boss of this game. Let's go see how the bosses are in this game. This guy, of course, being the first one, is relatively easy. He shoots a couple of barrels. He's a big barrel himself, as you can see. But he shoots a couple of smaller ones. And we need to break them open in order to receive a beetle. And we need to try to throw that in his mouth. Once we do, he actually belches. The whole reason why he's called Belcha. And he moves backward a little bit. And our goal is to actually get him to the right edge of the arena. And we win. Pretty dang easy. There's still a way to lose this if you reach the left side of the arena. Because if you don't try to hit him, he will slowly move to the left. And if he reaches the left, then you lose. That's basically how it works, but it's way too easy, so I'm not going to bother wasting more words on that guy. And as you can see, even on the overworld, you get a completion state for the level. Exclamation point and a yellow flag indicating you've collected all of the DK coins. But before we move on to World 2, it is actually time to buy our first item, because you might have noticed in World 1 we've been collecting plenty of bear coins. So we should have enough in order to buy the first item. Where is the shell from? We know it's very cheap, so... This shell was found at the bottom of Lake Orangatanga and it's pretty rare. At 5 bear coins, it's a bargain. Would you like to purchase this fine specimen? In fact, we do. It's a deal. I hope you're very happy together. Oh, I'm so happy, me and my shell. And as you can see, once you have bought the item, a new question actually replaces it. There's no new item to buy, so just a little bit of advice that he can give you. I will ignore that because it's just a waste of bear coins. We need the bear coins for something way more important. Because the second item actually costs 50 bear coins, so don't waste them on the advice. I can also give you those advices. But okay, now that we have the shell, it is actually time to reveal what we're going to use it for. If you remember correctly, Barnacle in the first world, on the house in the middle of the lake, he is actually a shell collector. He mentioned he collects shells. So, I think you can connect the dots. Let's go give it to him. Okay, this dialogue we already know. What a beautiful shell! It's just what I need to finish off me collection. Say, Kongs, would you swap that shell for my bird? Arr, that I will. You would? That's great. Here's the bird. Please take care of him. No, we won't. We know Wrinkly will do that for us. Wrinkly's the one who takes care of the birds. She actually saves them in their cave. Speaking of cave. Hi, Wrinkly. Let's move out of here. Because now that World 1 is fully completed, even the Brother Bear side quest taken care of, we can move on to Cremwood Forest. World 2, that is. However, I'm going to leave you with how this place looks, because the levels we're not going to do quite yet. For that, we'll be... we're going to see that next week when we continue in the next weekend. Part 3 will be the beginning of World 2. Barrel Shield Bust Up to start. See you folks next time, and Treecks out.